Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we re-diving into one of the most iconic and emotionally resonant arcs in all of One Piece, the Reverse Mountain arc. This is it. The moment the Straw Hat Pirates finally leave the calm of the East Blue behind and charge headfirst into the legendary, chaotic, and unpredictable waters of the Grand Line. But getting there isn't as simple as just sailing in a straight line. No, in the world of One Piece, you have to sail up a mountain. So picture this: after all their adventures in the East Blue, gathering a small but mighty crew, Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Usopp, and Sanji stand on the deck of the Going Merry, staring at an impossible sight. A colossal mountain, Reverse Mountain, looms before them, its peak disappearing into the clouds. For powerful ocean currents from the four blues east, west, north, and south smash against its base. But instead of flowing around it, these currents do something that defies all logic. They flow upwards, carving channels into the mountain itself. At the very peak, these four currents converge and then plunge down a fifth channel, leading directly into the first half of the Grand Line, often called Paradise. It's a one-way ticket to the most dangerous sea in the world, and there's no turning back. The mood on the ship is a mix of pure, unadulterated excitement and sheer terror. Luffy, of course, is ecstatic, his eyes sparkling with the promise of adventure. This is what he's been dreaming of his entire life. The others, a little more apprehensive. Nami, the brilliant navigator, is poring over her charts, trying to make sense of this natural anomaly. Can they really trust this bizarre waterway? Usopp is, predictably, freaking out, probably inventing a new disease called "going to die sailing up a mountain it is." Sanji is probably just worried about the kitchen getting tossed around, while Zoro is likely sleeping through the whole thing, confident he could cut the mountain in half if he had to. With their dreams set and their flag waving proudly, they make their decision. They're going for it. They steer the Going Merry into the churning, upward flowing current. The ride is insane. It's less like sailing and more like being shot out of a cannon. The ship is thrown about, water crashing over the deck, as they're pulled higher and higher up the mountain's channel. It's a thrilling, heart-pounding sequence that perfectly encapsulates the spirit of One Piece, taking a leap of faith into the unknown with your trusted friends by your side. They crest the summit, a breathtaking view of the four seas below them, and for a glorious, fleeting moment, they're on top of the world. Then comes the drop. The ship plunges down the other side, hurtling towards the entrance of the Grand Line. But just as they think the craziest part is over, they slam into something massive. A wall? No, it's a whale bigger than any creature they have ever seen, so enormous it completely blocks the exit of the channel. And this isn't just any whale. This is Laboon, a giant island whale, and he's been repeatedly ramming his head against the solid rock of the Red Line, the continental landmass that encircles the globe. His forehead is covered in scars, a testament to his decades-long, self-destructive mission. The Straw Hats are shocked, confused, and a little bit scared. What could possibly drive such a magnificent creature to do this to itself? Suddenly, two strange figures appear from a hatch in Laboon's head, a man with a flower-shaped afro named Crocus, and a woman and man who call themselves Miss Wednesday and Mr. Nine. We'll get back to them later. Crocus, it turns out, is the lighthouse keeper for the Twin Capes at the entrance of the Grand Line, and he's also been living inside Laboon, acting as his personal doctor and trying to stop him from hurting himself. He reveals the heartbreaking story behind Laboon's actions. 50 years ago, Laboon was a young, happy whale who followed a pirate crew into the Grand Line. That crew was the Rumbar Pirates, a group of cheerful, music-loving pirates. Their captain promised Laboon that they would travel the Grand Line and come back for him in 2 or 3 years. So, Laboon waited, and waited, and waited. He waited patiently at the entrance, his mournful song echoing through the Cape. But the years turned into decades, and his crew never returned. Crocus explains that the Rumbar pirates almost certainly perished in the treacherous waters of the Grand Line, but Laboon, in his unwavering loyalty, refuses to believe it. He believes that if he can just break down the Red Line, he can go back to the West Blue where he first met them. His desperate head-butting is an act of pure, agonizing grief and loyalty. This story hits the Straw Hats hard. Luffy, in particular, understands the pain of waiting for someone who might never return. He sees a kindred spirit in Laboon being with immense loyalty and a promise to keep. But Luffy's approach to dealing with this isn't what you'd expect. He doesn't just offer words of comfort. He does what Luffy does best. He picks a fight. He attaches the Going Merry's mask to his fist and delivers a massive punch right to Laboon's scarred head. Everyone is horrified. Why would he attack a creature that's already suffering? But Luffy's logic is uniquely his own. He declares that their fight is now a draw. He tells Laboon that he has to stop hitting the Red Line because he now has a new rival, Monkey D. Luffy. He makes a new promise to the Janwhale. He promises that after the Straw Hat Pirates conquer the Grand Line, they will come back to Reverse Mountain and have a rematch. Until then, Laboon has to wait for him. To seal this promise, Luffy takes his brush and paints the Straw Hat Jolly Roger, his iconic skull and crossbones, right onto Laboon's scarred forehead. He tells Laboon that this mark is the symbol of their promise, and if Laboon bangs his head again, the painting will wash off, and the promise will be broken. It's an incredibly moving and profound moment. Luffy doesn't just pity Laboon. He gives him a new purpose, a new reason to live. He replaces a painful, 50-year-old promise with a new, hopeful one. He understands that what Laboon needs isn't sympathy, but a connection, a bond, and a future to look forward to. For the first time in decades, Laboon stops his wailing and lets out a cry of hope. The massive, heartbroken whale has found a new friend. With their new promise made, and the mysterious Mr. 09 and Miss Wednesday now asking for a lift to their home, Whiskey Peak, the Straw Hats are finally ready. Crocus provides Nami with a log pose, the essential compass for navigating the Grand Line's unpredictable magnetic fields. They say their goodbyes to Crocus and their new giant friend, Laboon, whose joyful song now follows them as they sail away. As the Going Merry sails toward the first island on their log pose, a new sense of determination fills the crew. The Reverse Mountain arc, while short, is fundamentally important. It's not just about the spectacle of sailing up a mountain. It's about the themes that define One Piece, the weight of promises, the depth of loyalty, and the power of friendship to heal even the deepest wounds. It establishes the Straw Hats, and especially Luffy, as a crew that doesn't just sail for adventure, but for the connections they make along the way. They carry Laboon's hopes with them, adding another dream to their collection. This arc beautifully sets the tone for the epic journey ahead, reminding us that in the Grand Line, the greatest treasures are often the bonds we forge. And that's a wrap on the incredible Reverse Mountain arc. What a way to kick off the greatest sea adventure of all time. What did you think of Luffy's promise to Laboon? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more One Piece content. We'll see you in the next video.